Warning! The following video contains many spoilers. So, if you don't want me to spoil some final boss battles for you, just click away, now! Final bosses are meant to test your skill. Everything you learned so far in the game will be put to the ultimate test in one last epic battle. Sure, there are some bad final boss battles, but in this video we are going to try to find the best ones. For this list, I'm going to pick one final boss per franchise. And just keep in mind that these are my personal picks. Just a last final warning that there are going to be spoilers on this list. So, this is your last chance to leave. Now then, for the ones that are still here, let's get started. Number 10. Neocortex and Aku Aku from Crash Bandicoot 3. A pretty good fight to start this list off. Since Uka Uka fights with Aku Aku, you have to win this battle without getting hit. It's not a hard battle, to be honest, and it is very satisfying to hit Cortex around. The ultimate battle between good and evil. Number 9. Death Egg Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. There are two bosses here that you have to beat without taking any damage. The first one is Silver Sonic, which is not that hard if you time your attacks right. Then you can destroy it with not much trouble, but a simple little mistake can cost you a life. After this, you chase Robotnik, or Eggman, but he jumps into a big robot. Epic music starts, and you have to destroy this thing too without taking any damage. The same rules are relevant here too. Just time your attacks right, don't get careless, and watch out for that fire there. That will kill you a lot. If you lose here, you have to restart the stage and fight Silver Sonic again. You're only going to be better at this with a lot of practice. Number 8. Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. He haunts you throughout the whole game. Most of the time, you can escape if you are fast enough. Even if you beat him, surviving multiple explosions, getting electrocuted, he just keeps coming back, showing no mercy. And it seems that he has no weakness. He also has a rocket launcher and knows how to use it. At the very end, you have to face him a last time. Even if he does not look like his previous forms at all, you know it's him. Weakening him and finishing him off with a giant weapon should do the trick, right? You can't be serious. Well, You asked for it.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
Number 7. Malice, the last Colossus from Shadow of the Colossus. The moment you start your journey, it all builds up to this moment. He is the last challenge you have to face. And after that, your wish will be granted. The ultimate test of... God damn it, Agro! Would you just behave for a while? I'm trying to make a video here. Okay. Fine. I'm going around. So, you reach this place, open these epic doors, and proceed. Of course the final boss will have the best temple in the game. Oh! This place is not stable. Hurry up, Agro, we can make it! I'm so sorry, my friend. I will avenge you. Okay, Malice, you just messed with the wrong gamer. Charge! Oh. New plan! Let's sneak around. After a while, you finally find your way under him. Well, I guess we might as well start climbing. Climbing this thing is very fun, and it is very satisfying to reach the top and finally finish him off. Keep in mind that it's easy to fall off of him if you don't know what you're doing, and if you don't grab onto something, you will have to start climbing him all over again. Number 6. Jubilees from Bayonetta. Throughout the whole game, all the bosses mention the creator, Jubilees. You never meet or see it, so why should you care, right? But then you beat the final boss, who of course is your father, and nothing happens. We all can just go home now, right? Wrong! In a twist, it turns out that Bayonetta and he are the keys to awaken Jubilees. So, how powerful is this thing? Holy fucking shit! That thing is huge! And the battle is not easy. Having multiple forms, using all the elements and more against you. So, you slowly destroy parts of her, and she gets weakened. So you punch her into the sun! Nice one! Well, we are done here. Number 5. Wait, what? Oh, she is dead, but she's falling on the earth. And you have to destroy her before she hits it and destroys it. You have to make sure that nothing is left of her. This is just wow. I did not expect that at all. Number 5. You have heard of it, haven't you? The legend of Sparta? You know, the demon who rebelled against his own kind and sealed them all off into their own world. But the thing is that he had 2 sons. One who was seeking more power, and one who just wants to do the right thing. So that they became rivals is not a big surprise, trying to surpass each other and their father. But even with these differences, if they are challenged by a stronger threat, they join forces to take it down. Well, that would have been an epic conclusion, but Virgil, still wanting more power, would even kill his brother to get it. As you guessed, Virgil from Devil May Cry 3 is our next entry on this list. Even if this fight is not as epic as Jubilees, the build-up for this fight was a lot better in my opinion. You fight Virgil multiple times during the game, just to remind you how much stronger he is. And this final confrontation with him in this game is one fight that I will never forget. There is no holding back this time, because there can be only one who is victorious. Number 4. Nyx from Persona 3. Now, you don't have to fight Nyx if you don't want to, and there is an unsatisfying ending for that. So, if you make the right choice, the game tells you that Nyx is strong and cannot be defeated. Right. I've heard that so many times before. And all of those bosses have fallen. See? I just took you down. What? Multiple life bars? This could mean trouble. Oh yeah, Nyx is one of the hardest final bosses that I've beaten. I was really worried, to be honest, since even though I came fully prepared, Nyx destroyed my party with no effort. Having multiple forms that do elemental attacks, physical attacks, statuses, including instant kill abilities and no elemental attacks. His final form, if you can make it here, is the strongest, having an ability that is unaffected by anything you throw at him, and an ability that hits the whole party and does all status effects. I have no idea how I defeated Nyx. Number 3. Xemnas from Kingdom Hearts 2. The founder and the leader of Organization 13. Okay, seriously Square, what's your deal with this number? First there were 13 organization members, the 13-day stuff in Final Fantasy 13, but okay, that makes sense, since the game is called Final Fantasy 13. And there are 13 cycles in Final Fantasy Dissidia? I'm sure that I missed some, but I really don't get it. The backstory of Xemnas is a bit confusing, but let me try to sum it up for you. And for a time he was Ansem, stealing the real Ansem. So there was a bad guy, Xehanort, and he wanted Kingdom Hearts, friendship, but since he had an old body, then King Mickey, he needed a young one. But when he got a new body, he lost all his memory. Also, Kairi okay, Ansem the Wise took him under his wing. Axel, who liked then Roxas, something happened during an experiment, Roxas, who is in fact Ventus, and he turned really, into a Heartless, and that created the nobody that we know as Xemnas. You've gotta love that? Good. Sora and Riku get trapped in the fake Kingdom Hearts that Xemnas created. With not much choice, you rush to kick his butt one last time. And in the fight, you can play as Riku too. The finishing blow that the two friends had to combine their strengths to beat him is done perfectly. So Kingdom Hearts 3, can you top this? Number 2. Liquid Ocelot from Metal Gear Solid 4. Even if it took 4 games to build up for this moment, it was all worth it. Liquid is back and he's planning to put the world under his control, using the system that the Patriots created. Your mission is simple: kill Liquid. But this is Metal Gear Solid, so things are never so simple. Anyway, even if it is risky to throw in a new gameplay style at the end of the game, if it is done right, you can have a positive experience. The fight against him is very nostalgic. Fighting on the top of a destroyed super weapon in one epic CQC battle. I see what you did there. Playing the boss battle themes from the previous games, and also changing the life bars how they looked in the previous games. It's the little things that make you happy. The perfect final boss for this series. Number 1. If for such a long time a boss battle has stood out to me, then that boss battle deserves the number 1 spot. Symbolism, perfect music, and the best villain ever, the number 1 spot goes to Kefka from Final Fantasy VI. Kefka is the only Final Fantasy villain who reaches his goals without any help. Sure, his personality is very close to the Joker's, but that can't be a bad thing, right? Well, bad for the people who are living in this world, because he destroyed everything. The element that I like the most in this fight is that all of the characters are here in this fight with you that you got during the game. The boss fight and the music is splitted into 4 parts. Every part symbolizes something different that I'm not going to go into detail now. I seriously can't say anything bad about this boss fight. If Square managed to create something like this on the Super Nintendo and it still holds up to this day, it really deserves the number 1 spot.